Hey everybody, this is a crazy situation. You want to sell your home, I want to take pictures of your home, but neither of us can do that because we're all stuck in our homes. So what are we going to do? Actually, we're going to do the next best thing, which is you take the photos, we edit those photos, and then we get those photos out for everybody to see while they're stuck in their homes. But before you get your phone out and start taking pictures, I want to give you some advice on how to take real estate photos. Not just regular pictures you would take with your camera, but photos that look like professional real estate photos. So let's get started. The first thing you'll do is to check the New Listing Media Home Checklist. If you don't have this already, you're going to go to newlistingmedia.com/checklist, and everything you need will be right there. This is what that looks like. Everything you need to know about prepping your home is in there, from decluttering to clearing off surfaces to staging to even before the shoot, you're going to turn on lights and open blinds and make it look open and bright as possible. After you've gone through the checklist and you've prepped your home for everything that needs to be done, now you can get your phone out. We're going to be using phones. If you have a DSLR or something better with a really wide angle lens, feel free to use that. Otherwise, we'll be using a phone. So first thing, you'll be tempted to get the phone out and start snapping pictures like this. What we want to do, and this is the first thing I'll teach you, we're going to turn our phones horizontal. Vast majority of your photos should be taken this way. Horizontal pictures is what works for real estate. Step 2, we're going to make sure that your phone is perfectly up and down. That means not tilted forward, not tilted up. And third, since these cameras do not have very wide angle lenses, you're going to have to back up as much as possible. You can't just walk into a room and shoot from the middle of it. We've got to get back as far as we can. Maybe even get into a door frame, push yourself into a corner, whatever needs to happen. The next thing is, instead of holding it up at eye level, we're actually going to put it down a bit. You can put it chest level or maybe even a little bit lower. The idea here is that we want to find a balance between the ceiling and the floor, not too much or not too little of either. A well-balanced photo with really good verticals, that means the window frames, the door frames, everything that's an up and down line will be perfectly straight and not crooked or angled. If you have that, it should look like a well-balanced photo. Lastly, we want to talk about exposure. When you take a picture, a lot of times your phone will go for the window. So it'll expose for the window and it'll make everything else in the room look really dark. We don't want that. What we want to do is touch an area of the screen that is in a darker part of the room so that the picture brightens up a bit, as demonstrated here. If you got great views that you have to show off to people, take a picture that looks kind of like this. Okay, now that we've talked technique, let's talk about taking exterior photos. You'll go outside and you're going to take 3 angles of the front and 3 angles of the back. Take one from the right side looking at the house, the center looking at the house, and then the left side. Try to keep the house in the center of the frame as much as possible. Not too much sky, not too much ground. Then go to the backyard and do the same thing. If you have a shot looking directly into the sun, that might be a little bit of an issue. It kind of looks washed out. If possible, try to find a time of the day when the sun is touching the face of the house that you're trying to take a picture of. Then, when you're done with those 6 photos on either side of the house, go ahead and take a picture of the shed, take a picture of the backyard, or anything of interest that you think you might want to show. Now we're ready to move inside and do interiors. With a normal size room, you're probably going to want to get at least 2 good angles of that room. So pick the most interesting angle. Shooting corner to corner is usually a good option. Narrowing it down to only seeing 2 walls a lot of times will make the room look bigger, but there's other ways to shoot as well if it looks good to you. Then, once you've gotten one good angle, try to go around to the other side of the room and see if you can get an angle looking the other way. Focus on showing the most interesting and important things in that room. If you have a really small room, like a bathroom, I know there's a rule to hold it horizontal, but we can make an exception for really small space, like a pantry or maybe a shower. If you want to tilt it upward and go vertical, that's another good way to do that. For closets and storage areas, those aren't terribly important, so we're not too worried about that. If you've got a really big walk-in closet or a big storage area that's nice and clean and you want to show it off, go ahead and take a picture of it, but otherwise don't worry too much about those areas. If you have really high ceilings, or if maybe you're a shorter person, you might be able to move the camera up a little bit. Remember, we're trying to find a balance in the room. Once you're done with the exterior and interior photos, now you're going to get those photos to your real estate agent. Your agent is going to send you an upload link that looks like this. It will come as an email. You open it up, tap Upload, you choose Files, Photo Library, navigate to the photos that you took for this house. Select all the photos that we just took. Then we're going to hit Done. Next, you'll have to enter your name and email, and then press upload. This could take a while depending on your internet speed. Make sure you check on your phone to make sure that you're on Wi-Fi. Otherwise, data charges could apply. Once the photos are done uploading, then you're done. That's it. We'll take it from there. Thanks so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful, and if you need anything at all, feel free to reach out to us or your agent and we'll communicate with you as much as possible. Thanks again and have a great day.